just started going live.
Like protest, because this is how some people feel. Maybe not you.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gone. I just went live.
You're live over there.
Please don't tell me what to do.
I'm not. Due respect, sir. And this is incredible.
I know. I've been to the mall already. I get all the footage.
Yeah, incredible stuff.
Well, thank you. We got a little crossover there. Crossover here.
Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
We'll stay here for like an hour or so. I really want to spend all this time here. Hello, you say?
¿Dónde está mi gente latina? Stand for all of you today and stand proudly pro-immigrant in this country. Immigrants pay taxes. They show up. They do the hard job all the time. Immigrants are people too. This administration has made an absolute joke out of our Latino communities, and I'm so excited that we get to stand together today and say there will never be peace in America. Never. Nunca va a haber paz en esta tierra. Nosotros somos latinos. We're proud. Vamos a trabajar. Hacemos lo que necesitamos hacer. Y este presidente no ha hecho nada.
Yeah, I'm not even going on that side. Everyone's trying to stay out of the sun.
No ha hecho la cosa, and I'm so grateful for all of you today, showing that collectively we can do anything
I'm just here
we
for
put
the
our
win.
minds to. As a proud SEIU member, Local 1107 here in Nevada, we fight for rights every single
what's
day
up, Lady
against the
Bug?
big
Mike?
guy who bullies, who doesn't want to show up, doesn't want to do the right thing. So again, show up, support your unions. Thank you for being here today. Gracias por estar fuerte con nuestra comunidad latina. And thank you all. Be safe tonight.
Una otra vez para Natalia Jordan. That means one more time for Natalia Jordan.
There's a place to even walk in.
Before we move on, I want to remind all of you, be sure to listen to the marshals in the yellow vests. Remember, we are on the east side. We are using the east lane. If you're facing north, that's your right side. But I ain't this close to me, y'all. Also, restrooms. They ain't let us get a porta potty, let us pee wherever Sean was. But remember, the D is accessible, and we've got restaurants and bars south on Bonneville. Make sure you hydrate. Also, we've got volunteer medics. The medic tent is down that way as well. Make sure you stop by there if you feel you need to. If you'd rather not march, you can stay here and enjoy the music. Inflatable costumes. You might want to think about staying here. It is still very warm. Please do not engage with the agitators or the counter-protesters. It's so much more fun to just stare at them blankly anyway. If there is a dispersal order given, we'll announce it. Please do not take off running. I already told y'all what I'm gonna do. Please don't do me like that. We encourage everyone again, join Indivisible. We are out here every week. Donations are appreciated. Thank you to those of you who have donated. Thank you so much. Please keep those coming. And remember, this is a historic day, y'all. Stay loud, stay proud, stay plugged in, and let's make our voices heard. All right, y'all ready for the next speaker, ladies and gentlemen?
Right, we understand you're uneducated. We get it. We get it. I mean, you're inbred. Life's rough when it's like that because, you have mental deficiencies and things like that. I get it. We'll help you through this, guys.
Not the children. Media.
Got some film crews here.
We have a lot of kings out there, though. King Biden get a job or lose a job.
It's like buy health insurance or else what? Go to the hospital and not have health insurance and then we all have to pay for it?
Bad juju.
Haha, that little bitch. That little bitch said harassment and bullying. Oh my goodness. The Frank dude. Oh my god. We're gonna have to restart TikTok because it's got people little sensitive snowflakes. Snowflakiness. Little sensitive snowflakes everywhere you could imagine. All over the internet because they're not really strong in person. They're just like little whiny bitches. But let's restart real quick because that's TikTok for you. This is Fremont, Las Vegas Boulevard. Yeah, the daytime, so. Dude, on TikTok is just filled. TikTok is just literally filled. Dude, the TikTok people are such a little complaining. They can't handle it. Mary like
No
kings. Something like
How
that.
many kings? No kings. How many kings? No kings.
Oh, good. We're in the shade. I'll take this shade right here. No, this is perfect. Because you feel differently. I mean, I wouldn't call them losers. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people, Conrad, honestly, that make more money than you in here. I'm just saying. That's how they feel.
The people united will
It's-
never be defeated.
It's literally protesting. They're not like protesting like how to charge, like how to like touch 12-year-old children or something. Like they don't like the dude.
We'll never be defeated.
I mean, the Republicans bitched about Obama wearing a tan suit. Come on, dude. You want to talk about something that's nonsensical? Someone wearing a fucking tan suit should never ever be someone. I don't even know how that is even a problem. I'm still trying to figure out why people even had a problem with that. Well, it seems like peaceful, people holding their signs, walking along. I don't see a problem with it. Would you rather they're just like, it looks like freaking after an Eagles game and they lose or win? Who knows? Even if they win, they fucking do a protest. Or not even a protest, they just flip cars. So like, what would you rather have?
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Because they don't like the guy in charge. Why? Because you can. You're right. Why do these auditors stand? Why do auditors stand in front of people's faces inside of a freaking post office? Because they can. Because that's their right.
You found us.
Well, technically, you know that red states do have the lowest education. I mean, I live in the red state here, and they're like 48th, my man. So I don't think that's really a good argument. I don't really see anyone that would be much of a Negro. It's a lot of like white and black here. Look, I'm not picking either side, but if you're gonna say some dumb shit, I'm gonna let you know how dumb you sound. We're on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets? Our streets. Our streets.
It's like red lights. It's like mostly like black people here. Like what the fuck is ICE gonna go after?
Our streets. Our streets.
Are you saying to call like the Gestapo instead? Because they'll just go after everyone? Like I'm kind of I know, Chota, you're definitely doing that to. I know you're definitely doing that to be a troll, but like, hey, if that's the hill you want to die on, have fun with that. I've never heard a Democrat ever say that ever about any of their presidents. So.
What's a mess?
No, I just use common fucking sense. Obviously not too common anymore. It's funny how shitty people get just by going to this protest. And I'm not even like part of it, I'm just filming it. Well, red states are definitely not the one to go on that. Let's just say that.
That's a great deal.
I'm not going to give that.
They're worried. They're going to get boycotted. They don't have time.
The last one. We only have it over.
Hey, Chota, just let me know how those planes during the Revolutionary War were.
Don't worry about it. If it comes
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I mean, there's got to be an end at some point of the line. So when this line is done, then we go and do our thing. I'm still going to be back out for our normal stream times. Now see her.
Shut it down!
She's a little nuts though.
Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
But then again, I'll take that over the guys screaming in their megaphones about frickin' the Lord Jesus and repent or you go to hell forever.
If we don't get it,
Both are kind of annoying though. Yeah, and like, is someone doing anything wrong? Are you suggesting that like we start using facial recognition? Anyone against good old Trumpy boy is going to be put on a list? Like, what are you getting at?
hey, ho, Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has
I
got
don't
to
know.
go.
Probably the same place that the supporters are going to spend their days. Like, I don't know.
While her husband is.
I don't know. The guy was just on TV talking about how freaking he likes to be around people who like to hear about his accomplishments. So, in other words, he likes to be around people who like to hear him talk about himself. I don't know about you, but that's not my style. Mind you, I used to be in the camp, but now I'm just back to my George Carlin ways. Now I'm just like George Carlin back again. But I was over there in 16, 17. And I was just like, no, I can't deal with the limited vocabulary. I'm good. Yeah, right? Well, I mean, it would be the same way for either one. You're telling me if it was the other way around, you wouldn't take it? Bullshit. I call bullshit. Anyone's going to take money in this, like, even if he wasn't the president right now, anyone's always going to take money. Unless you're just rich, because no one got it like that. If you can take some money, you'll take it. But then you have to deal with the repercussions of that, which means, like, you know, the value of the dollar gets lowered even more. Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, I'm out living my life. You know, I need you all to take a step back and look, right? How that a lot of you are really no different than the blue crazy hair that you all talk about. Like, if you're gonna be the same way towards the other side, you know, try to be more in the middle and try to look at things objectively and try to see which side you're, you know, on an individualistic basis when you're looking and talking to somebody. Don't be like, oh, they're blue, so they must be bad. Why don't you listen to what they have to say? Use your common sense. And does this make sense or not? And if it doesn't make sense, well, then you have your opinion about it. If it does, then it does. You know, it's just... Like, here's ignorance for you. This is how ignorant people will be, right? Grok, right? Go on Twitter right now and ask Grok. Go at Grok. who spreads the most misinformation on X, or who are the top 10 people that spread the most information on X. I implore you all to do this. It's created by Elon, but you know, you won't like the answer. You're not gonna like it, but deal with it. I think looks like we're at the end. One start Alright. Well, we're gonna be sitting down longer when we go Subway. Big T is discussing the various prices of breads. No, exactly. No one knows who any of them are. It's all about like causing, you know, a scene, like to know, like, oh, hey, we're here. Hey, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But the point is, it's their right to protest. The fact that there is so much hate for people who call themselves patriots is fucking insane.
Don't forget about King Biden. Get a vaccination or lose your job.
You know, yeah, but that was also the corporations who did that. But see how crazy that. I mean, the dude sounds like a fucking maniac though. Like, let me tell you, when I moved here, my gas was lower and my groceries were cheaper. Simple as that. And that was only back in 2023. That's it. That's a simple fact. Kind of. I mean, I wasn't agreeing with it all, but they all did it. It all started with the team man, and then states did it too. Corporations followed suit. Really, the problem is that this is not the corporatist country anymore. Everything is really ran by corporations. The lobbyists set the laws because they pay for laws to be made, and everything is just always going to be against us because everything's for their shareholders. Everything. Why do you think a case of Coca-Cola costs $10 to $12 a case now? That's fucking insane. They're protesting against a dude that they don't like. Alright? The Republicans went nuts over a guy wearing a fucking tan suit. So, I think, you know, protesting a guy that sits there and wants to name it the Trump Kennedy Center, okay, sounds a little fucking crazy. Like, how do you all not have a problem with something like that, right? Even my dad, who is a big-time supporter, is like, why does it need to be the Trump Kennedy Center? Why does he need to have his signature on the $100 bills now? Why did he need to put his name on the first stimulus checks that came out? He had to stop the stimulus checks so they could be remade with his name on it. But you all are not. But you all say nothing. Protesting over a person. They're protesting over Trump. Protesting over the administration. Yeah, but it's these corporations because they got to please the shareholders. We put too much in the wake of stock market and shareholders, unfortunately. And now that's all that runs everything. The employee doesn't matter. The consumer doesn't matter. It's all about the stock market, shareholders, fucking, that's it. Remember, like, think of these casinos. Look how many, like, cool shit they used to give out for gambling with them that they don't give anymore. You know, like, all the deals you used to get from all these companies that they don't give anymore. But I'll bet you their CEO is still living a fat life. Biggest paycheck you've ever seen in your life. Oh yeah, he's 100% narcissistic, and that's one of the reasons I left that. One of the reasons I left that side back in 2017. I thought he was going to be my saving grace and be the different guy, but instead he was just a really narcissistic dude that freaking stuck up for rich people. Like the fact that you can write off a private jet. Do any of you need to write off your private jet anytime soon? Do any of you need to write off your private jet anytime soon? Well, no, I mean, but like put his name on. All right, cool. Name me another president that had to do all that shit. Name me another president that is having all that shit done. If you can do it, then maybe we could talk. But you can't. You can't. You can't name me another president because you're complacent. You will be the one because it's a narcissistic issue. No, what? Obama put his name on everything? You like, it's not called Obamacare, it's called the Affordable Care Act, and people would have nicknamed it Romney Care if Romney. This is the only time I'm ever doing any politics on here because it was part of the protest, and we're heading off. Dude, he had a ballroom that's being built that he took a bunch of donations for. That is literally not even going to be finished, and the company that was doing it is suing him because he's not paying. So there's the start of that. All right, he took 10 billion of our US dollars and put it in his peace fund that's run by his cryptocurrency. Obamacare is called the Affordable Care Act. He didn't put his name on it. People put his name on it. It would have been called Romney Care if Romney won. You're not getting that. Raul, you sound uneducated. I see that you seem it, and very much so. You're not getting it. The ballroom was, but now it's not being completed. So where'd that money go? And the company didn't get paid. So where did the money go? The company didn't get paid. They're suing because they didn't get paid. So if it got donated, that means the money went somewhere. Where'd the money go? Honestly, I don't know, because they all fucking suck. Stop giving us old people, man. Just fucking stop giving us old people. They're out of touch.
Don't get me wrong, I think they should be allowed to be old.
I feel the same towards anyone who doesn't help the average person. If you're sitting there helping just rich people the whole time, just stuff more money away, I'm talking about like ridiculously rich. I'm talking about the people that are like you don't get to see in public kind of shit, basically. I'm not talking about your millionaires that are on social media and shit. No, not those. But we gotta go have dinner, so we're gonna bring you all back to the car and put this away. Yeah. And then I gotta bring her back home, and then I'm gonna come back out and stream. Dude, I feel the same about anyone. I don't stick to any party. I'm so sick of everyone just sticking to their damn party. Use your damn brain. If you look at something and you listen to it and say, oh, that makes sense, then it makes sense. If you're listening to it just because your party says it makes sense, I don't want to hear it. I think the problem is no one can use critical fucking thinking for anything anymore. Like, you're like, oh, it's just a name. It's just a name. But you're not getting the the sense behind it. Why does the name need to be everywhere? It's a narcissistic problem. Like, it's a narcissism thing. Narcissism is a bad thing. Yo, what's good? What's going on, Danielle? Like, I'll give you a great example, right? People were like shitting on Biden because he fell off the bike. Dude, those baskets that I don't agree with riding with, those are called clip-in, which makes no sense, clip-in pedals, right? And those are those baskets on the front. Your feet get caught all the time. His foot got caught, he fell over. The dude that they're loving can't ride a bike. So how the fuck does that even make sense? Like, you're gonna make fun of a dude who is riding a bike and stick up for a guy who can't ride one. Like, that doesn't even make sense. But I don't like either of them. Now, my friend thought he was gone from the beginning. I keep telling my friend, like, he really lost it like 2 years in. I think, like, that's why I tell people all the time, your health can change like that. Like, done. That's it. Your health can change like that. And you could be mentally good one day and gone the next. Well, bro, I know it's hilarious to you because you will never change your mind. You will never listen to anyone. That's why I don't talk politics to people like you. I never talk politics on my stream other than today, right here, because people like you will never listen to reason. You're just gonna be like, that's all you know. That's how you. That's people like that's. It's no different than a blue-haired crazy. Why the fuck are you in my room? I got way more followers than you'll ever have in your life, so hey, some people are. Look at all the people watching me. Got people on YouTube watching me. When he's out of office, you're probably just gonna go do something to yourself because you won't be able to handle life. You won't be able to handle life, dude. You'll be like, my guy's gone. I don't know what to do. It'd be like fucking losing your long lost lover. If you had money, you wouldn't be in here, you know, on my chat, you know, talking like this nonsense. You'd go be making money, right? Because their followers won't bother to check. No, I know. No, you're all being good. YouTube's being good. It's TikTok. TikTok. There's always trolls in TikTok. Hey, look, I don't care. You know what? They can believe what I know I'm not going to change anyone's mind. Sometimes it's fun to talk about, right? We just went to that No Kings protest to just see what was going on. I'm going to go have some food, and then I'll be back on my normal time later. But, you know, I'm just... Right, exactly, Clay. That's what I'm talking about, right? Let's get someone in who's actually going to think about us, right? Like, check this out. My boy was just telling me this. My friend, his car has been in the shop for months, right? Under warranty. They won't give him a loaner car anymore, right? Under warranty, mind you. They won't give him a loaner car anymore. He's still paying on his freaking loan with this car, right? So he's still got to pay on this loan with this car, but now he's got no car, and it's going to still be months before they can get it fixed or get it done for him. And it's like, all right, I got an idea. How about we have people who enact laws to make sure shit like that can't happen? Right? Like, doesn't that sound like a good idea? I don't see what would be the downside to that. But for somehow some person, you know, is gonna be like, bah, you can't tell company what to do or some shit like that. And it's like, how is this hurting anyone other than like
it's not even a...
What type of car do I drive? I drive an American Saturn. I don't, for one, I'm not really happy with the new cars anymore, so I wouldn't even buy a new car. Like, I don't trust their reliability. Especially now, like American cars these days. Now, older American cars, especially trucks, I can fuck with. But like these new ones, I was just watching a thing. Like all these people were talking about how Fords is basically what keeps them in, you know, what keeps their pockets full. Well, thank you, Lucy.
I want to see how ridiculous these standards are gonna look.
Or the man, look, he's been on the phone with everyone. Now he's going seeking a lawyer because it's at this point.
Essentially,
they were protesting the guy that they don't like, and you know what? Honestly, there's a lot of people that have abandoned him. How's Joe Rogan doing with that, my bro? How's Joe Rogan doing with his support for him? How's all these comedians like Theo Von, all that doing with their support for him, right? There's people that I never thought would ever switch that are like, fuck this guy now. So obviously people can like hate, like a guy can go in and then he does things that they don't like, and all of a sudden they'd be like, hey, I don't like that. Fuck. Dude, the one makers are so bad. I don't like, honestly, think about this, right? If I had my car, right? Let's say my engine went out in it. I have someone put a new end, like not a new, but like, you know, a redone engine or whatever in it. Maybe it cost me $2 grand, $2,500 at most. Now I can even have them do the clutch. It'll probably be at $2,500, let's say, with all that, right? The car is like basically built back to the beginning again, and for $2,500. Or am I gonna take out a loan for $16,000 and have a car that might have fucking problems like a year later? Well, no, exactly, and that's why, you know, term limits are going to be so important. They actually are really kind of drafting something right now. Here's something cool. Check this out, right? Did you know Illinois actually implemented now? They passed a new law where these insurance companies can't do these predatory, discriminatory rate hikes of like 27% and shit, just like on your renewal, right? And people might be like, oh, you can't tell them what to do. No. It needs to be done, because if I work insurance, I'm telling you, it needs to be fixed. Now, they might pull out of that state, but if more states do it, or if it becomes federal, what are you gonna do? Pull out of all the states? Then you have no insurance, right? Then you have no company. So, get with the game. Well, I might have come at the end. I don't know how long that was going on for. I'm not about to follow them up, you know, up to the top. Like, I just wanted to see what was going on. I guess you're not getting it, Raul. It's just, he's lost a lot of support, but you won't take it. That's why speaking with someone like you is pointless. You will not accept anything. So it's pointless. That's why talking politics to people that are on either side, if you're that far to either side that you can't accept common sense talking points, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, dude. You won't ever criticize. I bet you don't criticize them. I bet you've never criticized them. Guarantee it. I bet you've never criticized them. Nope, no. Everything he does is amazing. That's like if no one criticized, like, anyone who didn't criticize Biden also has a problem. I mean, a motherfucker was like brain dead 2 years in. After 2 years in. Yeah, the first 2 years, I think it was way better. But then 2 years in, the brain was like, tap, gone. What are you doing? Did you leave the... Did you leave? Stop doing it. Beat that ass. Where are you going? We're walking to Main Street. I'm just gonna put this away. They all do, but you gotta criticize them. The dude said there was planes in the Revolutionary War, alright? That's just something simple. He says the crazy shit, but whatever. Right? Like, I can criticize both, man, but I see a problem. Literally, I'm gonna be real. Before I end this stream, and we'll be back later tonight for the regular stream. Before I end this stream, I just want to point out that the closest thing I have found to people that are that devoted to Trump is people that are devoted to Jesus that strong. Legit. That's the only thing I've seen where people will make that many excuses, not hold any accountability, is God, basically. So that's the only person I have literally seen people act the same way towards, ever. And it drives me fucking insane. So, just think of that. Is how I'm looking at it and seeing people. Alright? You got a dude that if he could be, if there wasn't things in place, he would probably be. But that's it. I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing that happens where people will make excuses to that degree, is those two instances. Like, he could literally be doing something completely against your wishes, that you would totally be against at first, and because he's doing it, you'll be like, but he must have a reason. Well, tell me that doesn't sound right. Tell me I'm not wrong. They'll be like, he must have a reason. But anyway, that's it. I digress. That's it. I've had enough. That's it for my political fill. You get that very rarely. Okay? No, and hopefully we won't ever have one. Right, Raul? Right. Exactly. So.
LPMPD's jail police officer Garrett, that's Garrett. It was Saturdays ago. It was hot and well humid for here, but according to my iPhone, Saturday I wore brand new brown leggings.
She's got blue blonde hair, but there might be blue underneath. No, I'm joking. Anyways, I'm just joking. All right, see, we can joke. It's jokes. Enjoy jokes. All right, I gotta go. We'll see you all later. Russian bot. Your name is literally Russian bot. Multiple times, dipshit. And multiple times. Multiple times, dipshit. Multiple fucking times. Yeah, right? All right, I'll see you all. I'll talk to you later.
What's the average car payment in 2026?
All right, I'll see you later. We'll be back later. We're no more political. We're done with that shit. You're right, Dave. But at least Honda and Toyota are still fucking good, because goddamn, Ford is horrible. But anyways, I'll see you later. I'll catch you. Peace.
You make tea?
Yeah, yeah.
Leslie's summer again.
Okay. All right.
Come over and tell you to go.